So I saw when I was looking at the game on Steam that there was a patch recently, and looking through, I didn't see anything that really I cared about too particularly as far as what I had been doing in the game, other than they heavily buffed Mustang intercepts against the missiles from what are they called, Stormcallers. But I did think that the patch is a good catalyst for me to kind of look through my units and kind of make a decision as to if I want to alter any of their ability layouts. Um, so I think it's just kind of start, because these are in order of cost, I believe. These are the 100, the 200. Yeah. Well, not quite. Is Hacker a 200 unit? It just costs more to unlock it. Yeah. So, the only thing extra here on the crawler that I don't have is Acid Explosion. And I think in almost every scenario, I would rather have the acid from the Scorpion. So I don't think I care about that. For the Fang, Portable Shield I think is a must. Mechanical Rage I think is niche. Ignite I think makes them a late game threat if I do like Fortresses or something. Range Enhancement maybe if I pick up like Assault Fangs. I don't think I ever want Armor Piercing Bullets. I think I would, in every case, I'll unlock it anyway. But in every case I'd pick this. I think I'd rather just have Ignite, because its attack only goes up to 177. Like, late game, that's not doing anything. And I don't think I've ever won a game before, like, round 6. Usually round 7 to 9. So I don't think that's worth it. Arclight, I feel like, just has too many options. I like range, charge shot, and armor. Anti-aircraft, I think, is pretty good in case you start with this and they start taking air. You can just click that button. Not having electromagnetic shot and elite marksman makes me sad, but I don't know what I'd give up for it, because this helps me deal with like tarantulas and sledgehammers and like the beefier targets. And this, if I overbuild them for some reason, this helps me go air. I could see one day changing this out for electromagnetic shot, but I think right now I like having that. Marksman also has too many buttons to press. I'm not sure I'm ever doing elite marksman, so I think maybe I should get rid of that. Range and anti-air I think is mostly what I need for it. Quick reload. I wish this said what the multiplier was and what the lower damage was. I don't see anywhere on the UI to see that. I don't like double shot. I feel like most of the time I get stuck on chaff anyway with a marksman. Also, don't care about assault mode. This just seems weird to me. I've never been in a position where I want to nerf my marksman's range. I do think I want to put in electromagnetic shot though, just to kind of have an option. Because range, anti-air, electromagnetic shot, this just makes overlords and wraiths obsolete, I think. I don't think I need elite marksman. Shooting squad is interesting. Maybe I get rid of quick reload for that. I think I'm interested to try this. Because I don't actually know if I'd ever press this. Because if I'm against wasp or something, I just have more chaff to help clear it. Yeah. Mustang. Okay, we have to put missile interceptor in. I have never clicked this button and felt happy about it. So increases splash range by 7 meters. Their default splash range is 0. So it helps them kill chaff. I feel like they're already okay at it. And their attack's already incredibly low. I don't think I want to nerf it anymore. So yeah, I think I like that. Sledgehammers. I don't like damage sharing because I feel like that just helps you die to, like, the whole pack dies to big hits. Like a beefed up sniper or scorpion could just shred them. I like electromagnetic shot on these in particular, and I like them being tanky. Maybe I drop mechanical rage for range, because I don't think I frequently care about them being faster or attacking faster. Normally, if I need like faster attacking, I have something else for it. But range I could see being useful for positioning. I don't think I ever go armor piercing bullets. I don't think I ever go carry sledge. Like I don't see this being my damage of choice. Alright, Stormcaller. I feel like usually if you're using a Stormcaller, you're not actually there for big attack damage. Like, I'm not even sure you really level these most of the time. Unless they're taking some hits early. I feel like you just go... its purpose is to incendiary bomb. And maybe electromagnetic something. Overload. I feel like could be worth it if you are being countered with Mustangs. I wonder if this beats out the new Mustang change. I assume it does. Okay. Oh, and I can cycle through here. Alright, Steel Ball. I love Steel Balls. I feel like you don't need this. You just clear the chaff out. Damage sharing, I think, still a bait. I feel like just making more chaff late game is super strong, especially if you get the giant upgrade that spawns balls, or if you end up going factory for some reason. Just more stuff to help your DPS not be targeted in the late game is so strong. I don't see a positive of damage sharing with just the number of things that over damage. And the nerf to HP on Steel Balls makes me sad. Because I think that was one of the things in the patch, is I think they nerfed Steel Balls slightly, and they nerfed Melting Point slightly. Let me see. Melting Point, yes. Oh, they didn't touch Steel Balls. Am I making that up? Looks like I'm making that up. Good thing to be making up. They did not touch my Steel Balls. It was just the Melting Point. I mixed up lasers. Tarantula, I've never clicked anti-air and been happy. I don't think I need Mech Rage. Spider Mines, I think I need. Same thought process before. More chaff, it could serve a purpose. Especially if we're doing like a no-man zone. If we have like we're both paying standard and far back, just having something kind of in place in a no man's zone to be kind of fodder. I think armor enhancement might be worth it, depending on what they're building. Then I feel like range is one of the strongest things you can do. And if we go field maintenance and we have one leveled late game, it's not contributing to damage. But 17, like armor piercing bullets and mech rage. So that's 50% more damage and then another 33% more often. So 66%, like I don't think it's worth it. Like you're not contributing much damage. I think I'd rather go with this. The Rhino. Oh man. I feel like you have to keep photon coating. I feel like instead of field maintenance, like I don't know if you'd ever take wreckage recycling. I think field maintenance is just generally stronger. Immunity to slow is interesting to me. Oil slows you. Missiles can slow you. And electromagnetic. But if you get electromagnetic, you lose that anyway. I like Final Bits as a screw you, I choose to not care. How big is the splash? 6 meters. Whirlwind over a long time. I don't know if that's worth it. Yeah, I don't think I get that. I think I'm happy with what I have right now. Maybe Mechanical Rage. I just don't see the value in most of this. Oops, there it is. I don't think I want Whirlwind. If I want AoE clear, I'm gonna go like Vulcan, Fire Badger, Stormcaller. I don't think I want that for my rhinos. Hacker. Okay. I don't think I touch anything here. I just don't see much of anything I want. Yeah, I could see this being useful, but I feel like most of the time you're kind of picking a hacker late to cheese one of the last couple rounds or fully investing in them, and I don't think this is worth it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't pick them enough. The Wasp. So I was doing a lot of this specifically for trying to beat that freaking solo mode, and it was not going well. But I think Energy Shield's good. That helps you counter like marksman. And I think they're similar to Fang. These are just air fangs. So I think Ignite's good. Range is good. I don't think I want the armor piercing. I kind of think it's between jump drive being incredibly frustrating and just very able to exploit the opponent, or electromagnetic shot. But since I seem to be prioritizing electromagnetic shot in a lot of other places on units, I don't think I need it, and having the jump drive flexibility I think is better, especially at this cost. if the Wasp is air fangs, I feel like the Phoenix is an air sniper. It does so much damage. So I've tried quantum reassembly. I've never been happy with it. Jump drive, I think, is probably good in some cases. I don't know if I want Elite Marksman. This is air, so I'm more in favor of this unit having Elite Marksman than a sniper having it. I think I want jump drive. What's its attack interval? 3.2, so I could half it to 1.6 if I reduce its range by 25 meters. And the range enhancements plus 40. So I go from 160 to 135. Huh. I really don't build Phoenixes very much at all. I feel like I should just try this and see what happens, because until I pick them more, I don't know their weaknesses as much as I have perceived in my MMR bracket with other builds. Wraith. For me personally, a Wraith's entire existence is to click armor enhancement against Fangs and Mustangs and laugh. Degen Beam to deal with chunkier things in the late game. Field maintenance. If I get like a high ranking one off the bat, it typically wins the round. Like if it's a unit drop and they give me like a level 3 one, I click that button and it can't die. So the really tough thing for me is whether I want to have 8 cannons or more range. This thing's range is so short, this almost doubles it. But I use them primarily as like tanks, and I feel like if something's outranging it and killing it, like a sniper or phoenixes or a bow or laser points, I would rather just purchase field recovery, sell the 1 to 3 I have, because I don't think I'm ever massing wraiths other than that one time I was really stupid and massed a bunch of wraiths, and just going off a build like that. So I think I like keeping it kind of just this tanky staying power with Degen Beam. And if I'm doing that, I want them in the mix. So the Degen Beam's overlapping more of the units. Oh, though maybe there's actually argument that because it's range so short, it'd be better to have range enhancement just to keep it from being in front of the chaff. Okay, I can see that. I'll go with this instead. I just talked myself into it. Scorpion. So I'm not super, like, these are the 2 buttons I mostly click. Acid and range enhancement. I just don't know. Double shot. Its health is relatively chunky. Maybe we don't need field maintenance. Armor enhancement protects you from like small arms fire. Maybe I throw double shot just in case it's like I really need to kill insert melting point here. But 80 meter range plus 40, that's 220 range. That's the other side of the map. You could put this like behind your tower and it just lobs stuff. Is that worth it? Maybe, like, I don't know if I ever click defensive buttons on it, so maybe we just keep it on there to see, and maybe I go back, because I'm not sure I've ever clicked the defensive option on the Scorpion. The Vulcan, my beloved. Sings so good. So, at level 1 it's doing 93, and it's attacking every 0.1 seconds. I feel like I don't need the attack. I feel like it'd be interesting to have best partner to click in case the opponent is going air against me. I'm not sure I need armor enhancement. 50% armor increase, or HP increase is big though. I think maybe I keep it. I don't know, everything here is good. This is interesting. Incendiary bomb's interesting. I think I'll try this for now, because the armor enhancement does make you basically invulnerable against a lot of small arms fire. And it is such just a wall of health. 50% HP increase is massive. But this is my least happy, and I just want to try it. Melting Point. I am a huge proponent of Crawler. Any unit that can summon more chaff in the late game I think is good. Energy Absorption I think is strong against giant 1v1s. Range Enhancement, I think almost everything that can take range should, which is making me more okay with my decision to select range on the Wraith. I'm just really stuck on whether I want electromagnetic barrage or energy diffraction. Energy diffraction usually helps me deal with kind of getting swarmed, and there's just too much chaff to keep up with. But maybe the argument should be I should just have better chaff clear, and therefore electromagnetic barrage is just better. And I think I'm okay with that argument myself for now, but this slot is the one I'm least comfortable in. Big Fortress. For a while I was trying basically full carry, something like this. But the more I use the Fortress, the more I'm really disappointed in how easily distracted they are. So I hate Elite Marksman. I feel like a lot of times I just click them when I get a unit drop and I just press barrier. And if I get it an early enough round, this is the equivalent of the shield drop every round after that. I just feel like that's really strong. And then Fang production, more chaff late game, I think is super strong. This is, what, 2/3 of a pack of Fangs 3 times. And just more and more, I feel like I mostly click these. I'm not sure I even want range, because I think I want the Fortress getting shot at. So I think I want it in the front lines. So then it becomes, do I want to lean into damage at all with like launcher overload? Or do I want to make it do better at clearing? So rocket punch. And I think I like Rocket Punch. This is just... It's almost like double martyrdom. Does this scales with level, right? Damage Rocket Punch increased by 15,000 rank. So, at base rank it's got 45k. And this happens twice. So this is almost like a Rhino doing the self-destruct. But it's ranged. And it's 2/3 of the health instead. Over 2 different triggers. I think I'm going to try this build. I have never used this unit or had it used against me and see really anything happen. Yeah, I have no clue. Absolutely no clue. I have these for... They make stuff. Wow, Bard at hills, making it faster. Maybe I should slap Sandstorm on it. I have no clue. I think I'm happy with it as is. I just don't know if I'm ever building this. You're very scary looking, Mr. Worm. But I just don't know what I do with you. Overlord. Number 1 thing, Mothership. No, number 1 thing, Photon Emission. Number 2 thing, Mothership. And then I think I could use this as like a late game damage because the attack is huge. So range, our Overlord Artillery I think is fine. I don't think I want it to be super tanky because it does most of its work pretty early in the fight. I could see argument for Launcher Overload, but I think I'd rather it just stay super far back. Then War Factory, this thing. I don't know if I've ever actually bought this in a PvP game. And it wasn't just an act of desperation. It is just so beefy, and it does so much all at once. I feel like you have to have efficient maintenance for it. You have to have photon coating for it. Range. I feel like most of the time I'm clicking Missile Intercept. Like I would buy this if they were super into sledges, but maybe I don't anymore because of Mustangs. And Balls and Phoenixes I think are the most useful production. Though Sledgehammer, if you're already heavily invested, but make balls, make crawlers. I think I'm happy with this. And that's the full cycle. So yeah, that is my short-term decisions from this patch. And I guess I'll play a few games with this and kind of see if anything, because I only changed a few units. Hopefully I don't reflexively build a unit that used to have an old something on it and then it no longer does what it's supposed to do. Ruh-roh. But yeah, we'll see. If anybody has any other thoughts or disagrees, let me know.